The state of Georgia has a 2-year anniversary approaching on April 30th. Georgia Power completed building the first 2 nuclear reactors in the country with Plant Vogtle. I thought I'd do a video recapping the project. And what do I find? But Mr. Global has beat me to it.
So in the early 2000s and 2010s, Georgia Power told people in the state of Georgia that they were going to save hundreds of millions of dollars on their electric bills if they would just allow them to build a big nuclear power plant.
Ah, so good so far.
And I'm bringing this up because so many people believe that if we would just build out a lot of nuclear, it would save everybody's electric bills from rising anymore.
I don't think that's totally correct. People think building out nuclear energy is the only way to meet the demand from data centers,
disregarding the fact that utility customers have to pay for those nuclear power plants, which are roughly 4 times the cost.
Not 4 times the cost, it's actually 10 times the cost, as this chart shows. Georgia Power customers are paying almost $11,000 a kilowatt, an insane amount of money.
When you spend $8 billion on a facility that can produce 1 gigawatt of energy.
When we talk about nuclear energy, it's important that we understand the total cost and not just what some of the finagling was at the end of the project. What did Plant Vogtle cost Georgians? The total project was $36 billion. Or about $17 billion per reactor, an insane amount of money that people should have been fired for. He also didn't include the $1,000 per household that Georgia Power customers paid, or the early construction financing costs for the project.
And the Vogtle nuclear plant in Georgia has been nothing short of a complete economic disaster.
And on that, we can agree.
Because they were lied to repeatedly about a basic fundamental truth.
I don't care what he's about to say next, because we were lied to about more than one fundamental truth. Everything they said about Plant Vogtle was a lie. The future growth that was needed to justify it, the cost of what it would be, the progress throughout the project. Lies, lies, lies.
And even though it may be very cheap, once you get it up and running, the cost to get it up and running still exists. Honestly, any thoughts of using nuclear power to help with today's electricity prices is completely ignorant.
He may not have realized that Georgia Power owns less than 50% of the project, so the $8 billion is nowhere close to everything that Plant Vogtle cost. It is still important that he raise this issue to so many people, because nuclear energy as a solution to anything, whether it's climate change, data center demand growth, or electricity prices, I could not be angrier at the thievery and lack of accountability in Georgia. Plant Vogtle is why I started Georgians for Affordable Energy, because the corruption going on between Georgia Power and state officials is disgusting, and I cannot sit by and watch it.